So after this post show, which was extremely intense, everyone was crying and a roaring amount of applause was post performance. And the question I want to ask everyone is, how did you prep for these intense roles? So who wants to go first?
I'll go first. My name is Ryan Wenke. I play Felicity, and I drew inspiration from women at the nursing home across the street, the Methodist home for the aging. Interacting with them really helped me develop my character Felicity because she is an elderly woman, and also I am a cancer survivor, and so that really helped me deal with the very serious subject matter that this show had.
Perfect. Who's next?
Hi, I'm Hunter. I played Mark. I drew a lot of my influences from my own experiences and working with my father, who had MS, and he passed away. So I was able to draw a lot from the death experience, the understanding of it, and the whole processes that go around it, and being the caretaker of my father along with my mother.
Who wants to follow that?
Hi, I'm Siobhan. I was the interviewer. I went and talked to a psychologist about how to talk to people with just these issues, I would say, and how to get like the feeling and the emotion and the tone. So that's how I prepared for my role.
Next.
Way better than mine. I promise you.
I'm George, and I played Joe. It was really interesting prepping for my character, considering every character I've played in the past in any kind of theater it's been a comedy. It's kind of been a cartoon, a caricature of some character trait. And for this character, I really had to delve into everything that's happened in his life, and we really had to think through like this character's entire life story and how every line affects him, how it relates to his life, what he thinks about when he hears things. So it was a lot to think about, and it was also very interesting.
It showed. You were okay. Perfect.
My name is Christine Nolan. I play Agnes. She's my mom, and it was actually kind of a different experience because I didn't feel that connection right away. Marty, our director, kind of came in and he was like, "So how are you like Agnes?" And I didn't feel like I was like Agnes. Well, I have a great relationship with my mom and my sister, but for me, I just tried to think about like in the next 30 years, like if she was my mom, and like if I was dealing with this, and I actually went to a hospice house in my town of Maryland and like saw a woman who was dealing with her mom dying of dementia, and I just talked to her, and yeah, so I kind of took from that and made up the rest, created a backstory.
Right. That's the whole point behind this, is try to figure out where this kind of comes to at this moment. Who's next?
I'm FAI. I played Beverly. I just drew some influences from television and movie characters. I thought a lot about the woman in, I forget the character's name, in The Birdcage. She was Robin Williams' ex-girlfriend or something, and how their relationship played out between the two men and her. And I also have played similar roles like Beverly before, so I drew from that.
Okay.
I'll go next.
Okay.
I'm Sam. I played Steve in the show. And my character was different in that he didn't know his father was dying. He just thought maybe something was going on with his parents. There was some reason they were on vacation. And he was just super excited to see his dad. So I had to draw from this idea that I don't know anything, and I just really want to see my dad. I just really want to spend time with him. So I thought, I have a very good relationship with my father, so I just thought if I didn't see him for 6 months, and then one day it's just, I'm going to see him, I'm going to be able to spend every minute of the day with him, what that would be like. And so I just tried to think of all my best memories with my father and how good that felt, and then put it all on stage.
Well, you did. It was interesting to see all these very intense characters, and then to see how a young individual kind of just wouldn't know, and parents who really care feel that they don't want to show the hardships yet. So it was interesting to see that very complete 180, I guess, dynamic of everyone's very intense, and then there's this kid who's like, I just want to be here. So it was interesting. I have 2 more people left, I think.
Oh, no. Sorry. I'm Sam Bowers. I played Maggie. And
it wasn't, I don't think it was super hard for me because I have very supportive women in my life. I have aunts and my mother, so I took some character traits from them. Like my mom, whenever she gets nervous, she like goes like this and like grabs the necklace that she's not wearing. So I did that a lot whenever I got nervous. So I took traits, I think, from my aunts and my mother. And I'm obviously not a mother, but I have a lot of little cousins and I babysit little kids. So I kind of thought about, you know, looking at them and how they just have like so much potential as little people. They're gonna get, you know, older and grow older. And Joe has a lot of lines about how we couldn't have kids and we never had grandchildren. We never got to see them grow up. So I kind of took from like basically the heartbreak of what it would be like to have your life with somebody else cut short and not be able to share your children or your grandchildren growing up with them. So I guess the children in my life and also the mothers in my life, I drew a lot from.
Well, yes, I saw that 100%. So, yes. And I'm my last person.
Hi, I'm John Venegas. I play Brian, and fortunately, I've never had to deal with death so close in my life. So it was really hard for me to try to figure out where Brian is at this place at this time. So what I did was I like watched a bunch of documentaries about like health, and there was one that Ryan showed me.
Life According to Sam.
Yes. What was the disease he had?
It was a degenerative disease,
Yeah.
and he essentially like aged really fast, and his body was
Yeah.
going faster than he could handle.
So yeah, so I was just focusing on like how like his family was like reacting to his disease and supporting him, and I was also looking at different movies. There was a movie Wit about a woman who's a professor and she has stage 4 cancer, and one of my favorite documentaries is Paris is Burning, and it's about like the gay culture in the 1980s, New York City, and so I drew a lot of inspiration from those movies.
Well, it's interesting. It's interesting to hear how everyone did a very different perspective of how to cane their character. So it definitely worked, and the dynamics were perfect. So couldn't ask for a better cast to watch. So thank you, everyone. Say bye to the readers.
Bye.